Alrighty. Hello, everyone. Oh, damn it. Well, it's Monday today. Monday, the 18th of July, 2022. I'm all the way here in Sydney, Australia at the moment, and doing the live stream here on Facebook and Twitch at the moment. Oh, good. Let's get that set up on Twitch. All right, so what's going on? I got some good news. The Stephen Shields radio show is now available on Audible Australia and all Audible apps, which is a wonderful achievement. I know you've got to be a subscriber to Audible. I know that's for the added subscription benefit for them, where you can listen to podcasts. But thank you to Audible for giving a chance for my show to be heard on the Audible app by Amazon, as you know. Although Audible is an audiobook service, basically, yeah, it's really good. Really, thank you for that. Also, too, guys, I'm doing the music show on my YouTube channel, Shields Productions. The replay will be available on Rumble as well. So if you got any music questions, just send them in, and I will very happily answer that. That will be available tomorrow at 7 p.m. Sydney, Australia time. Obviously, there's a replay to this episode. I'm recording it today on Monday, but it will be available on Friday at 6 p.m. Sydney, Australia time. So you'll be able to watch the video on Spotify, and live streaming on Facebook too. So if you have any questions or just want to say hi, or if you're on Twitch, just drop them in the chat. Ask me any questions about the Stephen Shields radio show, or just introduce yourself. And it's always good to get to know people and what you're doing with your life as well. So that said, let's begin. Well, basically, Qantas has gone to shit lately. I was reading in the Daily Telegraph on their little, they get the Sydney weekend or whatever they call it. Came across this article about Alan Joyce on Qantas, and it was like, well, what's going on with it's supposed to be Australia's best airline, and yet the whole company's just going to shit. You think people who are commuting, their flights are being delayed for 12 hours at Heathrow Airport. Flights are being cancelled last minute. People's luggage is just going missing. And they're stuffing people around. You're getting subcontractors coming out who are not even employees of Qantas, and then just decided to run into a plane in Melbourne and put a dent in it and not even care because he's working for $21 an hour. Oh, Jesus Christ. Alan Joyce has got a lot of things to answer since this pandemic has happened, and why the whole airline industry is going to disaster. Okay? This is what I don't understand with Qantas. It's supposed to be the flying kangaroo. They're supposed to have the best safety standards in the airline industry, and yet this is what's happening. How do you feel? Right, I know people this has happened to. They travel and luggage goes missing at the airport. I'd be pissed off. And you have every right to be pissed off as a traveller flying. You should see all the complaints on Twitter about Qantas. So what's going on with Alan Joyce? Why now all these cutbacks in the airline industry has caused this lack of staff? Clearly, the 2020 pandemic of coronavirus basically made it very hard on the airline industry to, for flight attendants to work. I mean, flight attendants don't make a lot of money, by the way. They're not rich, nor pilots. It's I don't know how you could do that as a living, that sort of job. But not only that, there's airlines like Virgin Airlines Australia's shit customer service. I obviously find that the staff are very rude on Virgin Airlines. That's run by Richard Branson. Richard Branson, pull your finger out and do something about your airline, or customers are going to stop flying with Virgin Australia because they're shit. So don't fly Virgin. I'm worried about Qantas. I am very worried about Qantas. You think, well, the flying kangaroo, is supposed to uphold their reputation, and Alan Joyce is just, God knows what the hell's going on with him. Got a lot to say about the airlines as well. The thing is with the so-called flying kangaroo, supposed to be like one of the best commuter planes of all time, and then they want to fly from Perth to London I think it's going to be about a 20-hour flight, non-stop. Like, screw that. You don't want to be sitting on a plane for 20 hours non-stop, just because, they want to try and save fuel and make more money. Clearly, the airline industry doesn't give a shit. They just only care about money. And that's all they want. They just want to make profit. That's not good. That is not good at all. Well, as a consequence of this, people have lost their jobs as in the at the airports. It will pick up again slowly, but now is a shit time to be a pilot or a flight attendant. And to, just to, have to go and make a living. Flying how long? 13 hours or whatever to the US and back? Oh, God. Screw that. So Virgin Airlines is terrible. Jetstar is shit. They're horrible. Virgin Airlines, Jetstar. I think it's Tiger Air. I wouldn't bother with them. I don't understand why Jetstar want to charge you money because you're a gram over on your carry-on bag. That's just stupid. Shame on you. Shame on you, Jetstar. You know that. Apparently, I've heard Emirates is really good. Air New Zealand, Singapore Airlines. I've flown LATAM Airlines to New Zealand. I thought they were brilliant. I thought they were really good. And so I don't know. Alan Joyce has got a lot of questions to answer because clearly, what's going on when flights are being cancelled. It's costing their customers more money just to get home, and it's taking days just to get a refund. That's not right. And to use their credits, their so-called flight credits aren't working properly, which is stupid. So if you're a flight attendant and you're listening to this, let me know if you're still working in the airline industry or not, or what your thoughts are on today's situation with what is happening in the world. But it goes to show that the lack of clarity and the lack of honesty in the airline industry has caused this problem, and customers are just going to get pissed off with Qantas. I don't blame them. After reading that article in the Daily Telegraph, and you think, what the fuck's going on? It's like you're paying for a plane ticket and this is what you get? Flight being cancelled last minute. I had a friend, my friend Joey Harb, when he travelled to Europe during the COVID times, his flight got cancelled. He was pissed. I don't blame you. Clearly, it's a shit time to be flying. I wouldn't be getting on a fucking plane at the moment. God, no. I just think it's just it's a hassle at the airport now. It's because of what COVID's done. I mean, that's just not right. People are anxious. People get stressed. They want to go home. We want to go home. We don't want to be here. We want to go home, not sitting 12 hours at an airport fucking around. Oh, well, Other than that, too, there's been another outbreak of COVID-19 on a cruise ship, especially in the aged care homes. All I could say is just get yourself vaccinated, guys. Get a fourth booster shot if you can. But this outbreak has just gone on too long, and I'm just fed up with the fear that Brad Hazard and the health ministers of New South Wales are putting into the Australian people. Foot and mouth disease has come back again. That's clearly going to affect cattle and livestock. People coming back home from Bali are likely going to bring this fucking thing here in Australia. Foot and mouth disease. That's not good. That's horrible. Oh, yeah, but the Australian government says, oh, yeah, we can bring foot and mouth disease. But, oh, you get coronavirus. Oh, it's a disaster. You got to quarantine and, do all your rat tests and PCR tests for coronavirus. Oh, it's the end of the world. You know that. I'm just really fed up with this. I'm to the point where I'm going to fucking lose it in a minute because I'm fed up with Brad Hazard. Oh, I'm Brad Hazard. Oh, you're stupid if you don't get a booster shot. Even if you're double vaccinated, that's nothing. I'm Brad Hazard. I am Brad Hazard. Oh, cranky old man. People are fed up with the daily press conferences, okay, in this country, in this nation. People are fed up of the fear that our health ministers and our politicians are putting into people's heads, okay? People are fed up, especially in the aged care home, of the aged care facilities not given to what they're supposed to do under the taxpayer funding. This is what I don't understand. The NDIS has been a disaster as well. There's been NDIS fraud being reported too from the Sydney Morning Herald. So why is this government department being such a hassle and a stuff around for the Australian people? Okay, why is it such a hassle? Why is it so hard just to have a roof over your head in this island nation? I see we've got a viewer. Hello. Feel free to comment as well if you want. And just say hi. You're on the Stephen Shields radio show. Introduce yourself where you are. Just live streaming on Facebook as well. But why is it such a hassle just to get a rental house? Okay. Over Christmas, a single bedroom apartment in Campbelltown, you're looking at $300 a week. Now, someone who's got to raise a family or a 2-bedroom apartment, that's just too bloody expensive. That's ridiculous. And not only that, the price of food's going up and you got to eat as well. If you get sick, you got to pay for your medication. Hey, doctors want their money. Specialists want their money. Medicare ain't going to cover everything. Anthony Albanese, you need to fix this up now. Because Australian people voted you in, Albo. But you got things to do, all right? Now, I was disappointed that ScoMo lost. I wanted Clive Palmer to get a seat in Parliament. But so far, what Albo has done is just going overseas and going on holidays as well. And all that's what the Labor government needs to be addressing this foot and mouth disease because this is bad, all right? This is going to affect cattle and make the cost of meat going up. Meat is just going to get too expensive now, all right? Because, it's foot and mouth disease from Bali. But when you get a slight little cough or a sore throat, you got coronavirus. Oh, my God, you got to get, it's the end of the world. And especially going up to your local GP during the Delta lockdown, wouldn't even see ya. All right, I got turned away by Sonic Healthcare in Campbelltown or Waminda Avenue because they gave me a bullshit reason, right? That I was from the Liverpool LGA area, couldn't get my Pfizer vaccine. I was pissed off with them. All right, that's Sonic Healthcare for you. That's what the taxpayers are paying for, and this is what you get. Now, I'm fed up, right? I'm fed up with the fear. I'm fed up with all the media. I'm fed up with I don't care if it's a right-wing, left-wing media company, ABC, Sky News Australia, or whatever. I was watching Alan Joyce, and he's absolutely right about the fear and the mental health problems this virus has done, because politicians up top in the state government, okay, doing these daily press conferences, all right, and you know who they are. And Mr. Brad Hazard thinks, oh, he knows everything. Oh, I'm the health minister. Oh, I'm Brad Hazard. Blah, 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 blah. And, oh, God. I don't know where Australia's heading, guys, but the whole world's going to shit. Literally. The whole world is just going to shit. Now, I love this island nation, okay? I love my country. But I just don't like it when politicians, and especially when a pandemic happens, put fear into people and want to keep changing the rules all the time and make it hard just to get a jab. And yet still people getting coronavirus, even having a booster. I've even had a fourth booster, but I could still get the virus. My next door neighbor, my mechanic, had COVID, all vaccinated. You know, but it's not just that. It's quite possible that you build an immunity to it even after you've had the virus. So I'm over this. I'm fed up what this has done to businesses, small businesses. My small businesses up the road, some idiot decided to go and burn down the pharmacy, all right? They've already lost enough money as it is, and then for this shit to happen. That's not cool. That is not right at all. I try and support my small businesses, my local businesses, as much as I can during this time. And for shit like this to happen is not cool. You know that? You know. But that's just what it is. That's the world we're living in. You know, foot and mouth disease has come around to Australia. I think there was an outbreak in Britain of foot and mouth disease. You know, so clearly our state politicians need to do something about this and start pulling their heads in and making life go back to normal. We can't keep locking down forever. Sorry about that. You know that. So that's just how it is. It's become a I don't know what you would call it, a trend in society. But it's just not right. It's not normal to be living in fear of your mental health. Especially, you know, you can't be isolated forever. So this pandemic's been a disaster for the whole world. Everyone, actually. It's been destructive on mental health. It's destroyed the airline industry. I don't know. I got one of my friends' father reckons the airline industry will get back to normal next year, 2023, which, fingers crossed, we hope so. But these 2 years, as you can see, have been, you know, very... I mean, I don't know what to say, guys. It's just been difficult. Been horrible on people. It's been, you know... It's been very sad as well that state governments just want to, you know, be like, oh, if you don't get vaccinated, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that if you're not vaccinated. Oh, you're not allowed to go to the footy if you don't have a vaccine pass. You know, you're not allowed to basically do the luxury things that you could do before. So I don't know. All right, we'll be right back.
Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best. So hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best. So hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best.
Yeah, so as it is when things like all these outbreaks are happening, I honestly just don't know where we have come as a society. You know, it saddens me a lot that this is what we've become as an island nation. But again, that's just my thoughts and feelings about our current global situation in our political system these days as well. It's a hard time for everyone, you know. But we just got to think, well, you know, try and find something that you're good at and try and have a sense of community like we once did years ago. Where's our community gone? What has happened to our community? You know that? But like I said, I'm just fed up on, you know, what this has done on small businesses. You know, how this has impacted, you know, people and society and culture as well. That's why having, you know, for me, you know, just getting out and exercising and hitting those weights is important. Getting at the gym as well, and basically just being thankful that, hey, I'm alive. Hey, I can take the time out of my day to go and meditate as well, and you know, just be grateful for what I've got. All about living one day at a time. You know, and I was watching a YouTube video by Michael McIntosh, a great meditation teacher. And when we die, we leave this earth and we leave everything behind. So all our material items are left behind. You know that? All our, material wealth is left behind. So that's just what it is. Leaving everything behind and then, going to another place, a spiritual place, I guess, because there is a spiritual world out there. So I wonder how life is going to be for us after the pandemic. Where we go next, how we live life post-world pandemic as well. Clearly, there's a war in Ukraine. Vladimir Putin, invasion of Ukraine. But, it's just all about living one day at a time. And, I guess just finding your true path and your true calling in life and your true passion. This morning I just felt called to just do my journaling exercise and just journal and just get all my thoughts out on that journal. You need that. You need that brain dump. Having a brain dump is important because there's so much crap in the mind that goes on, and it's just you need to clear your mind out and fill your mind with success, prosperity, love, abundance, I guess. No matter how much political shit is going on in the world now and all this coronavirus, yes, this is a pandemic. Yes, this virus is deadly. It kills. But like I've said, please go and get yourself vaccinated. Go and get that fourth booster for that added layer of protection. Don't let Mr. Brad Hazard or the health ministers at the daily press conference put fear into your head. If you've had the virus and you've survived it, your immune system gets stronger. Clearly, people can build immunity to it. I know people can get it 2-3 times, but just not as bad as the first. Boris Johnson caught it twice. But, it's all about finding, where you want to be in your life, in your spiritual path. And knowing that, when you believe that you have potential for yourself, you can go and achieve your goals. No matter what pandemic, World War III, financial crisis we have, there is a spiritual world out there. You know that. And being in a spiritual world is very powerful. Far more powerful than any, material wealth that you can handle, that you can even have. Because clearly, as Michael McIntosh says, when we die, we leave everything behind us. So all this shadow banning by these left-wing media companies, will just eventually will go away and never again exist.
Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best. So Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best.
All right, guys, that's all we got time for on the Stephen Shields radio show today. Don't forget the replay will be available on Spotify or Apple Podcast. I'm live streaming on Facebook and Twitch. At the moment, there'll be the video cast of this on Spotify. So if you guys could please give a 5-star rating on Apple Podcast and Spotify as well, and share this episode around so you tell more people about it. Really appreciate that a lot. Clearly, I'm not spending any money on paid advertising. I do this show because I love what I do, and this is what I'm passionate about. And, if you could follow me on Facebook and all the social media, that would be good. Don't forget to check out Memories of Battle. It's available on Spotify, Bandcamp, if you want to purchase it, Apple Music, for royalty-free use on Pond 5. If you need that, also subscribe to my YouTube channel and Rumble as well. And, peace out, everyone. Stay cool, and bye for now.